day and welcome to the Thursday edition of the Sport Rap Show. I'm your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, once again leading you through this section. It is going to be some great news for many that will hear in today's Sports Rap Show. And now for your latest on the hit list. Well, the first story here is about the boxer Jeremiah Nakathila. Namibian boxer Jeremiah Nakathila has once again received a big chance to appear at a top-ranked boxing event in the USA after securing to fight an unbeaten young American, Abdullah Mason. The boxer will be jetting to the United States towards the end of May in a fight scheduled for 25 June at the Scope Arena, Norfolk in Virginia. This will be the fifth time the Namibian will be trading leather in the United States, making him the Namibian with the most fights in the USA at such a level. Nakathila expressed excitement regarding the prospect and hopes to represent Namibia with flying colors. Speaking of flying colors, Namibia will be hosting a big tournament this week, and that will be the COSAFA. As host, the Namibia Football Association, NFA, is busy with the final touches ahead of the COSAFA Under-17 Girls Championship taking place in Windhoek, kicking off this Saturday from 10 to 17 May. Spokesperson of the association, Isaac Kamata, has confirmed that the country is ready to host the competition as teams are expected to arrive as from today. Entrance to the matches is free for the public, but fans will still have to get free entrance tickets available at Soccer House or on match days at the gates of the Hage Geingob Stadium for purposes of measuring how many people attend matches every day. Now, Hamada said that this will contribute definitely to Namibia hosting other events if they compare, that is the number of people attending that. Now on to some swimming news there. Namibia's junior team excelled at the Africa Aquatics Junior Swimming Championships in Cairo to finish fourth overall on the medal table last weekend. Namibia won a total of 9 medals consisting of 2 gold, 2 silver and 5 bronze medals to finish fourth behind the winners South Africa, Egypt and Nigeria. Oliver Durant was Namibia's star performer, winning 4 medals in total consisting of 2 gold medals in the 200-meter and 400-meter individual medley events, a silver medal in the 100-meter breaststrokes and a bronze in the 200-meter butterfly. Durant won gold in the 200-meter individual medley in a time of 2:04:51, which also broke the Namibian 17 and 18-year age group record, while his second gold came in the 400-meter individual medley in a new Africa Aquatics Junior Championships record of 4:26:00, which was impressively faster than his Namibian Open record by more than 6 seconds. And now this is to motorsport fans. I'm sure you will enjoy this news that is coming definitely from motorsport fans, and petrol heads were treated to an adrenaline-filled spinning fest at the 18th edition of the Lutritz Crayfish Festival. The spinning show hosted at the Old Lutritz Golf Club on Sunday had no shortage of reviving and roaring engines, scratching and popping tires and loads of smoke. 6 spinning teams, 2 from Windhoek and 4 from Swakopmund, were in action, backed by a ferocious crowd of approximately 150 people. Let us now enjoy the highlights courtesy of Otis and Aita. Well, that was some spinning and adrenaline there. We will now visit the marketplace, and after that, we return with our Zoom In segment.
Taking flight has never been easier. That will have you reaching for your seatbelts, starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Sky-Fi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more, or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus.
Today in Zooming, the Nedbank Ice Challenge is currently happening this weekend, and Brian Munango has more for us in an interview with one of the organizers.
Okay, one thing I did mention is the Impact Cricket team is not a very big team, and you guys will be seeing these faces a lot because these are the guys that are mostly involved at the forefront. So I'm joined by Hassan for this one, and he's just going to break it down for us into more of like a technical aspect as to what we can expect from the tournament, when the finals are, how the games are going to work, and all of that. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So before we do break that down, this weekend we start off?
We are starting this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. 4 games this weekend already. Big teams are already in play. So it's going to be an interesting weekend this weekend.
It's going to be a very big one. So tell me, how was getting everything in order? I mean, like we did mention a couple of times, you guys are a small team. How was it making sure getting everything together? We did have the draw yesterday. So preparations before all of that, before this upcoming weekend, how did all of that go?
there's a lot of work that goes into organizing before even managing and executing. We had to be very patient with everyone, including the teams and sponsors. But yeah, I think the interest that we receive from the teams and sponsors is overwhelming. We already know it's going to be a lot of work to execute this tournament of this size.
Yeah.
But yeah, scheduling, booking fields, teams, sponsors, organizing, collateral marketing, collateral broadcasting, everything is it's a lot of work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we understand, because just the way you're breaking it down, it really does sound a lot. So just tell us, after we kickstart on Saturday, how's the tournament looking like? What are the rules and regulations that you guys have in place to make sure that all the games take place and all of that?
Okay, so as you know, we launched yesterday. The tournament is going to run from the 10th of May, which is this weekend, until the 20th of July. And then we're going to have an award ceremony on probably 2nd of August.
Okay.
That is going to be a big event again. And during the tournament, we're going to start in Windhoek. Then we're going to, first weekend, then we're going to start traveling to other cities like Chumep and Gobabis. We will end up at the coast. We're planning to have a big impact weekend with at least 8 games there in 2 fields.
Okay.
So we're trying to pull all the teams together at the coast, have a big, big event,
A big
kind of a
cricket
setting.
weekend.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. That will be the end of stage 1.
Okay.
I will explain to you the stages a little bit later. Then we're going to start stage 2 again, coming back to Windhoek. Then we're going to go to Omatako a few weekends. As Willie mentioned, Gerrit Rasmus assisted us with the field there. Is going to be also a setting in the wild. It's going to be very interesting to play cricket there.
Yeah.
We saw some footages of the place and it looks really cool. I think the teams will enjoy their time there. I'm pretty sure the Green Mambas are actually planning on camping there for the night during their games. Okay, so coming back to then the stage 2 ends. We start with the playoffs for the Shield, Bowl and Spoon trophies.
Okay.
And then qualifiers for the big trophy.
Qualifiers for
Okay,
the
so
big
the
trophy.
format is as such that, as you know, our vision is game time and development.
Game time and development, okay.
So we created a format of the tournament in stages. So group 1, stage 1, which means we throw everyone in the ocean. You don't know where you land. You land in 3 different groups in stage 1. You play 3 games there. Once you're out of the stage 1, then we throw you again in another mix. Stage 2, you can land up in any group again, play another 3 games. And then we choose top 6 and bottom 6 teams. The top 6 teams go and play the playoffs, qualifiers for the finals.
Okay.
And the bottom teams are going to play for the Shield and the Bowl and the Spoon trophies. So every team will at least get 7 games this season.
Okay.
And even if you're 11, you have a chance to win something out of the 12.
Wow. Okay. That setup is very wonderful. So everyone gets to play 7 games. And I think, like we said, development is the main focus. Making sure that the guys are fit and are getting some game time is very important. So 7 games each. Even if you finish 11th, you walk away with the prize. And then the semis and the important stages now, the semis and the finals. When do you guys have that planned to happen?
So finals, we are going to come back to Windhoek. We would really like to thank Cricket Namibia for providing us the NCG for the final playoffs. So there is going to be 3 teams fighting for the finals. They're going to play like a mini series in the finals, 4 games. And then after the 3 games, whichever top 2 teams are remaining,
They play in the
going to
final.
play the final on the 20th of July.
On the 20th of July. And you guys can catch all of that live on DSTV channel 285, GoTV 25, as it will also be live and up on our social medias. That's the semi-finals and the finals as well. That's a lot of game time. So tell me, management-wise, getting ready for all these finals, getting all these team kits together, how happy are you with how far you guys have come with this tournament?
I think we had to let 3 things go. Fear, doubt, and disbelief.
Okay.
We have to keep believing in ourselves. We are growing. It's a big leap from last year, but we have to keep believing in ourselves. I think the support that we are receiving from the community is overwhelming. and we are really satisfied. What we are also bringing to the table is a little bit of a different cricket than the usual. If the playing conditions that we went through earlier. So we have introduced in an impact player, which is mandatory for every team to have in a match.
Okay.
The impact player should be at least between 13 and 16 years old.
13 and 16. So each team must have that
Each team
player.
must have it.
Okay.
And then we have an opportunity to bring at least 2 Prem players from the top leagues. Every team can bring at least 2 Prem players in a match.
Okay.
Can be national players like Nicole or Ruben or
Ruben.
yeah.
So 2 is maximum.
2 is maximum in a match.
Okay.
You can register as many so that the other teams don't pick them up. So yeah, I saw somewhere there was fight going on between teams to pick a certain player.
The national players.
Yes, the
Yeah.
national players. So they are hot news right now. So yeah, but in a match you can have maximum 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can have a super sub also. So one person can bowl, and then you can have a super sub bat in his place.
Okay.
So you can actually have
Interesting.
like 13 players playing a game, which is quite unusual from normal cricket.
Yeah, but I think it's very good for the development of cricket and the way you guys have set up everything. Look, cricket is one of the biggest sports in Namibia, and I think it's not something that people speak of enough. I mean, one of the only sports where we've participated in World Cups and stuff like that. So how does it feel for you guys to be a part of the fact that in that quiet time where the leagues are off, you guys can still contribute or make sure that the guys are in fit condition and they are ready to go come the time that the league starts again?
Look, in our team, we are from different parts of the world. It's a good mix of people in our management team. I'm from the subcontinent,
Okay.
but I also play for the over 40s. I had some experience, 2 tours in South Africa already with the team. The difference between them and us is just more exposure. And that's what we want to do here. We are creating more exposure, more game time. That's what they have done. Their players play more games, which is why they have improved significantly.
Yes.
If we bring this into the mix here in Namibia as well, I think we have the talent. We have gone around the country. We have seen the talent is equal to any other cricket team in the world.
Okay. Well, before I do let you leave, thoughts on the groups, how the teams have been set up in the beginning stages. How excited are you for the start?
I think if you look at the last year's season, until the last day, we did not know who's going to make the semi-finals and the finals.
Okay.
And this year, I think it's even more tricky. Every team is thinking they're in a good space, but what I see is going to be very tough in each group to make it out to the top 6. And we are going to see very competitive cricket there. It's not going to be easy for any team, even if they are the defending champions.
So, Run Whisperers, that means it's not going to be an easy one for you this season. I think that makes it more competitive and more nice, even for the spectators. I mean, if you guys already don't know who's going to win or who do you think is going to run into the final, I mean, who are we to know? So the only way you can find out is if you make your way to the fields and watch the games and see how these boys are doing. And before we let you leave, anything else you'd like to leave the viewers with? Any last information, maybe?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank our sponsors, especially NetBank and all the other team sponsors, our different partners, including Cricket Namibia, for supporting us. And this is a great initiative we are taking together, and we are taking cricket forward. And I would like to invite the community to come and watch these games and support us so that we can develop this game. Cricket definitely is the biggest sport in this country. We do feature in the top tier of the world level.
Yes.
So I think there is an opportunity and we must definitely grab it.
Well, viewers, there you've heard it. I think I agree with him. Cricket is definitely most probably the biggest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest sport in Namibia, with what we've seen, with milestones that have been broken by these guys. Well, thank you for joining us in studio. And guys, we'll be seeing you at the stadiums. Please join us, enjoy the matches and have some fun.
Peace.
Last night was indeed a classic when Arsenal exited the semi-finals of the Champions League courtesy of a 2-1 defeat at the hands of PSG, 3-1 on aggregate. I'm sure the Arsenal fans are not happy with that. And tonight, Manchester United will also be in action, that is in the Europa League semi-final. Again, one of the matches that many fans will be anticipating. Well, let me leave that to our international correspondent, Ari Ogat, with the latest international sports news.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. It is from the European Champions League. The second semi-final was completed. It was PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, that's through to the final. They beat Arsenal at home in Paris by 2-1. That was in the second leg. The first leg they won at Arsenal. So it's an aggregate win of 3-1 for PSG to go through to the final. And the final will be against Inter Milan, that earlier also knocked out Barcelona. And they through to the final, and the final will be played on the 31st of May, and it will be played in Munich. It's the first time since 2004 that there's no team from England or Spain or Germany in the final, and it is PSG that also never won the Champions League title before, and they played in the final of the 2019-2020 season, but they were beaten in the final by Bayern Munich, so they have a chance now to win their first title on the 31st of May in Munich. On to tennis news, and it is the Italian Open that started also on clay. It's the first rounds, it's men and women playing there in Italy, and in the men's division it is Cameron Norrie of Great Britain, easy win over Christopher O'Connell of Australia, 6-3 and 6-2. He advances to the second round. And also Dylan Griekspoor of the Netherlands, he beat Mikko Kemanche by 4-6, 6-3 and 6-love. In the women's side of the draw, it is Marta Kostic that beat Elena Ilde by 6-love and 6-1. She's also through to the second round. Then Emma Raducanu, she's a previous major winner of the US Open, and she beat Mandy Joint of Australia. She beat them in tough 3 sets, 7-5, 6-7 and 6-3. To close off today's international sports news, it's Formula One racing news, and it's news from the Alpine team. And the news there is that team principal Oliver Oakes have announced that he will step down in his position as team principal. He's been only in that role for 1 year. So it's been a difficult year for Alpine so far. They're not gaining any points. And it is was also announced a few days ago that Jack Doohan, one of their race drivers, will take a break for 5 races and be replaced in the team. So it is Oakes that will not be in his position for the next Grand Prix in Italy, and he will be replaced by Flavio Briatore. Flavio Briatore, very experienced in Formula One racing, and he's currently the executive advisor for the team, but he will take over team principal responsibilities. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, thank you so much, Ari. Well, that brings us to the end of today's Sport Wrap Show. Do catch the Sport Wrap Show again tomorrow at the same time and place. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.